Hey guys, another box arrived today. It looks like it's Dice Throne Adventures from Roxy Games. This also includes a reprint of the Dice Throne's first season to match their second season battle chest. So let's have a look. So here we have Dice Throne's Season 1 Rerolled. And then underneath we've got I got the Dice Throne's Playmat. We've got some promo cards. We've got the premium sleeves for the adventures. And then we've got the premium sleeves for the two new heroes in Season 1, the Trent and the Ninja. And then we also had some additional Season 1 promo cards. So yeah, and then the Dice Throne Adventure box itself. Let's get these out of the way and have a look. Let's start off with Dice Throne's Adventure. I'll just put these also out of the way. Yeah, so it's got a nice cover. Got an evil barbarian looking guy. This could also be bought with some miniatures, but I thought I'd just stay with the standees. Although sort of regretted it after I saw the quality. So let's crack this open. They look like they painted up real nice. So yeah, you choose a Dice Throne hero you want. Explore randomly generated worlds, battle minions and powerful bosses, earn loots and rewards, and permanently upgrade your heroes. To defeat the Mad King to access your legacy content. Like all the new Dice Thrones games, it comes with the box that looks like a book. But yeah, it just opens normal, like a normal box. So in here we got a rule book with a wee message saying hate reading rules, check out some video tutorials. But yeah, starts off with components. Token trays, everything you need. The fallen heroes. Nice setup guide. The portal crawl, so you set up a grid, how it works between each of the battles. The minion battles and the boss battles. Loot chests. So this it takes the Dice Thrones, if you've seen it before, sort of competitive game and just turns it into a sort of cooperative adventure. So with that we also have a campaign sheet, so you can track some of your adventure. So as I said, it also can have the ability to have these miniatures, and it looks like you can still just buy them. So yeah, just a bit of ads for Season 1, Season 2, card sleeves, dice trays, lots of things from the Roxy shop if you feel like getting any of this. Then have a bunch of tokens. So we decided this year that we were going to do a 10 by 10, and Dice Thrones is one of the games on it. We decided that for our 10 by 10 it can be with any expansions or any modifications as long as it's using sort of the core base. So as part of that we're probably going to play some Dice Thrones Adventures to try and get our 10 plays of Dice Thrones. Here are all the standees. And a couple more. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. Some of the other games we've got on our 10x10 are going to be Splendor, Terraforming Mars, Power Grid, Gaia Project, Plains of Caledonia, Paladins of the West Kingdom, Lords of Waterdeep, and Folklore the Affliction. So yeah, it's going to be a good year. Hopefully we get through all the plays we want. So in this box we have a bunch of new dials. So these, I guess, are for just the battles that go along the way, and keep track of your gold. Look like they sit in here somehow. And then a bunch of new dice. So we got 4 D20s it looks like, and then 10 just D6s, I'm guessing for the boss battles. And then there's a bunch of these wee things that all your standees can be put into, and there's another spot in this tray for miniatures and others, so I guess we'll put the standees because we don't have the miniatures, or I don't have the miniatures. Underneath that we then have this other tray for all the tokens, I guess. Then have some cards. I'm not actually sure what these are for. These look like the big bosses that you're going to be coming across, just their special abilities, and their player boards. So we've got the Fallen Barbarian on the back. Art. I wonder if these have trays as well, like the heroes from the original games. We have the Fallen Gunslinger, the Fallen Monk, and the Fallen Mad King. Oop, not Fallen, just the Mad King. And then I think this just says at the end of a battle you roll your d20, and based on what level of conflict you just had, what the level of your opponents were, you'll get different loots to add to, and some of them will be cards that will build onto your hero. So put that all back in. And then finally, oh, maybe finally, I have this big heavy tray that is full of all the cards that make up the map. So we got these cards. We've also got the Legacy Pack B. Let's have a look. I'm guessing it's going to have some different levels. So in the backs of these, you can have either 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. And there's also where it begins and the boss portal. So at the start of your map, as it said in the rules, I assume you just shuffle these up and create a map based on one of the layouts they have suggested. And then each of the different ones you'll have a sort of encounter. So if you land here, then you're going to discard 1 positive status effect and gain bind. Or you get to one of these, which is spawn 1 blue monster, alternatively roll 1 dice. On a 1 to 3 spawn purple, on a 4 to 6 against 3 coins. So just a bunch of things like that. And I assume 1s will be easier than 2s, which will be easier than 3s, which will be easier than the 4s. There's also this, which I'm not going to open because it's telling me not to. So there must be something in the rulebook that says, hey, open your Legacy Pack B. Hopefully there's nothing I've shown so far that's going to be any spoilers, but I think definitely inside of there's going to be something. And then we have a whole bunch of other things with the different bosses. These look like, right, so these can be used in the tray probably as separators to be like, hey, this is where the loot starts and this is where those different loots start. So that's nice and useful once we start getting all the cards out. And here there's some more wee boss vs boss setup things, and the player aids for the whole boss battle. Then have a whole bunch of new cards that you can add to your deck throughout the campaign. And then this looks like the different cards for the different heroes or fallen heroes, whatever they are. Their sets of cards. Like the looks of things. Fallen Barbarian. So those were the wrong way around in the box, but that doesn't matter, they're going to be sorted anyway. I guess it's just however things fit. Again, some more legacy cards. Pack D, so it's in a pack B and a pack D, there must be an A and a C somewhere at least. Oh, speaking of A, so there's more legacy, more things that we can't open yet. And C, I have no idea what's going to be inside those, but they're sort of, those ones are the same size, so I'm guessing it's just going to add some more options. Another divider, and then another few dividers, and then we have the different minions that you're going to be battling. So this is a blue one. I assume on the back they're going to have your level 4 ones there. I'm not sure what this is for. I'm sure it'll... these are the different crawls you can do. So it's crawl number 1, and then I guess on the back there's crawl number 8. So that's just how you'd set up your map with the cards based on the play you're going to do. And then these ones, yeah, I think these are going to be the different minions that you'll battle. So they just have a lot simpler, but they say what their reward is. So if you then go back to that card I looked at earlier that says, hey, if you're battling a blue, you roll a dice and these are the rewards. So yeah, that looks like this is everything inside the Dice Throne Adventures. So it's exciting. I didn't realise there was some legacy elements to everything. So that'll be good. And then, yeah, not sure how these go. We can do it like that for the moment. And then yeah, we've got, pack that up and quickly have a look at the rest of the stuff. We'll have a quick look at these premium sleeves. So if you've seen the first couple of Kickstarters for Dice Thrones, they have these sets of sleeves that have just on the back of them printed. Nice thick sleeves. But yeah, with this, as you go through, you're going to be building up your own set of cards. So the sleeves you can put in the generic ones that you get from sort of here, and you can just put your back on the ones that you've earned. And so that just makes it a little more exciting throughout the adventure, so you're not just using the same cards over and over again. So we'll quickly put everything back in. So yeah, that's Dice Throne Adventures. We then have Season 1 Rerolled promo pack. So in this there's the cards, so you can add these to the... so when you can't decide who you want to be, you can just shuffle these up. And you're like, cool, today I'm going to play as the Pyromancer. So that's what these are for, and then there's just one additional legendary ability for the different heroes. And that's what's inside the Season 1 promo pack. And then there's a promo pack also for the Dice Throne Adventures. I'm not sure it's going to be And these, probably something similar, just another set of cards for everyone. Oh, and it looks like some, zoom in, it looks like some reflective, I don't know if that's really shown through, versions of some of the monsters. I'm not sure if there's a new monsters entirely, but yeah, we got a nice feel, and then a bunch of cards that also have the same, I guess just a bunch of new types of cards. Yeah, that's the Dice Throne Adventure promos. Next up we'll have a look at the Playmat. So on their Kickstarters they usually have a whole heap of Playmats. I usually just get the most generic ones. They do have quite a bit of a smell when you first get them, but they come rolled. So I've seen some games where the neoprene maps come folded and you cannot get the curves out. There's a wee bit of lumpiness, but I think for the most they're fine. But yeah, there's definitely a smell with them for the first wee while. It's usually quite decent stitching. There's a wee bit of a weird stitch down in this area. I don't know if it'll show up, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, and then finally I wanted to have a look at Season 1 Rerolled. So I already had Dice Throne Season 1. I bought it in the Season 2 Kickstarter, and they're like, hey, we're going to re-release Season 1 in the Season 2 style, and then add the ninja and the treant. So I was like, oh, I guess I have to get it again then. But it means that we can have a look to see how things have changed between the two. So this is the Champion Edition, which I think just means it comes with the swirly dice. So yeah, this is Dice Throne Season 1 Rerolled. So yeah, I have a bit of art in there, which is nice. And then the tokens and the reference guides. Looks like some more advertising to buy more stuff, Dice Thrones from the Roxley shop, or the Dice Throne shop. And then yeah, I'm going to have the 8 different heroes. So we got the Barbarian. Just going to fold out like that. It's got his player aid, a CP counter, the health counter, then there's all the cards and their dice. It's the swirly dice. So there's a bit of colours in there. I think if you get this at retail, I think it actually just comes in, you can't buy how the first season came, of one big box with a lot of heroes. You just buy them as as boxes with 2 heroes in each of them. But yeah, if you get I think on their website you can buy the big full battle chest, which has all of the different heroes in this chest. Next up we've got Moon Elf. Again, it's got this trifold, player aid, a couple of discs, and then their dice. Again with the sort of marbled effect, so there's light and darker bits of blue in there. Then have the Pyromancer. With their marbled dice, swirly dice, whatever you like to call them. I am going to leave one of these out. So I have the Season 1 just sitting next, so we'll have a look and see what's changed between the reprinting, which is I don't know, it's nice that they got it all looking the same, but it's annoying that they're like, no, we're not going to reprint it. And everyone was like, well, you should. So I bought the season 1 now, I have to try and sell it, or keep it around for head or something like that. Who knows? One of the nice things about this is on the side you can see sort of which hero you're grabbing just from the side instead of guessing. You've got to make sure you put them back in the right place as well afterwards, so in the right way around. Whoa, sorry about that. So we have the monk. With the monk's dice, so I'll go through and replace all the cards. I'll sleeve all the cards, but I'll need to unsleeve the ones from the version that I already have. The Paladin, Paladin's dice, whoops. And then we've got 2 new heroes. I think 2 new heroes. One was sort of a stretch goal from the original campaign, where the community got to design, or someone from the community got to design, I guess, a hero, and they'd get turned into a real one. And then this ninja, I'm not sure where they came from, but I guess to have 8 to match the season 2 makes sense that you have to have 2 more. So, haven't had a look at the ninja at all. It'll be interesting to see how they play. One of the nice things with dice thrones is you can sort of see on their play rate sort of how difficult they are to use. So this one's at 2 complexity, most are sort of probably around the 4 to 5. I mean, they're not difficult, but you don't need to really strategize as much compared to just rolling dice and hoping for the best. And yeah, finally, trim. Again, this is another, I guess, new one. It's been print to play, but I haven't had a look at it or played with it before. So it's another one that'll be interesting to see how well it plays. Yeah, got a brown dice with this one, with some logs and some leaves and a swirly thing. So yeah, that's all the components for Dice Throne Season 1 Rerolled, but we'll keep Pyromancer out and have a look to see sort of what's changed between Season 1 and Season 1 Rerolled. So this is the original Season 1 box. You can see a lot more compact if we lift these both up and put them side to side. A lot more compact, but it means that sort of the dice trays, the components, the hero component things are sort of like that big, but they're a lot more sorted out and easier to find. So yeah, in Season 1, well, I guess version 1.1 of the Season 1, you can see that I haven't played with all of these characters because all the tokens are still there. Yeah, you had this tray here, so this just had 6, but then you just grab out who you wanted to play as. So if we're looking at the Pyromancer, you grab that, and then you'd have to look through here. Like, oh, here's the Pyromancer, and then you have these cards here, and you can find the Pyromancer there. So it's a lot, I mean, it's not a terrible setup, oops, but it is a lot easier With season 2, you're just like, hey, on the side, where's the pyromancer? And then this border's maybe not as pretty, but doesn't matter. So that's the season 1. Season 2, you've got this trifold. So yeah, you've got season 1 to season 2. It does have a bit more, have a table present. Oops, my camera just turned off. So I'm not sure where I was at. I think I was just saying, yeah, there's a nice table presence here for the new version. Everything's a lot probably cleaner, but that could have been done sort of on the same board, but it folds up and you've got these nice wee trays. The dice sort of pretty much the same in the first season. I think the marbling looks probably a wee bit nicer. You can definitely see the couple of tones, but it's all one very yellow, whereas in the Rerolled you've got sort of different colours for the different faces. And then outside of that, for these, the dials, they look exactly the same. This one has CP as well as combat points. Health, again, these look pretty much identical. Maybe the reprint is a wee bit more vivid. And then you've got the cards. So as I was saying, I've already sleeved all of these. This is what the cards look like with the custom sleeves that they sell. So I'm going to have to go through and take all of these out of their sleeves and put the new versions in. But one of the things with these sleeves is with season 1 you can hide sort of what the backs of the card is. So in the original season 1, on the back you've got the pyromancer there, so you know all of the pyromancer's cards. And then in season 2 on the backs of the cards it's the more generic, so you don't actually have to have the custom ones of these to hide what your card's going to be, like you would if you had season 1. So yeah, that's the comparison between season 1 and season 1 Rerolled. So just pack this up, but yeah, thanks again for watching, and be sure to check out more from the Board Games and Cats. Thanks. Bye!